process after they're done, but I wanted you to see in action first. I don't always form the circle group discussion. Sometimes it's whole group, sometimes it's just within their quads or their groups of desks. Sometimes it's reading groups, sometimes just with their partner. But you're gonna witness right now just a group there's 10 of them, and I'm gonna be really on the outside, okay? I am gonna tell you what I'm doing just so you know, because you're gonna think, what am I writing? Hang on, sorry. All right. But they know that I periodically do this, so would one of my students like to explain? This is just, it's what I usually write on the board, but on a piece of paper. Jasmine?
Well, she tallies things like add on, disagree, like if somebody disagrees, if somebody prompts, like, we haven't heard from you, or she might, can you explain more, or clarify, stuff like that.
Okay, and how does that help us though as a class? Why am I keeping track of this? And we're not having a contest,
So we know, like at the end when we're all done with this, what we need to work on even more.
Exactly. So if we don't, like, even when we recently did it, we didn't have a lot of adding on, so we noticed that,
Yes.
right? It was a good visual for us to see.
Add on.
Exactly.
And you forget to tally.
Well, because I get in the discussion too. I get distracted, just like the kids. They remind me that they said we had more than that. All right, so does anyone want to start the discussion? I'm gonna shut my mic off now. Megan?
I think it's about a girl at their school, and they're gonna have like mother and daughters like teeth, and she doesn't have a mom and dad because it says, and I was happy when he found it, and he looked up and might cry, and then it also says mom free, so that means that she doesn't have a mom, and then down here it says that talking with women about dress sizes, and her husband probably gonna find her someone to go with her to the dance, so she doesn't feel lonely and left out.
I agree with you, Megan. You can tell that she's a daughter. I don't know, but I think when it says I didn't even tell you so, maybe that's like the divorced mother, and I think they're divorced because it says mom free. And I was wondering about dad holding a teacup and cookies on his knees talking with women.
I kind of have to respectfully disagree and agree with you. I'm like stuck in the middle. I think it's a mom that she doesn't have, because it says mothers and daughters teeth. So maybe she did have a mom at one point and then not at the other. I think she did.
Well, I respectfully disagree.
Or
She
they
could
could
die.
have got divorced.
Yeah,
Well, I respectfully disagree with you, Kylie, because I agree more with Daniel, because maybe like the mom just left and just went somewhere else, and maybe Lucille's like her stepmom, and maybe she doesn't like her, and so maybe she just doesn't want to tell her because she knows that it's not like a true mom.
I agree with you, Megan, because I was thinking that maybe Lucille is her sister, but once you clarified it for me that she may have been her stepmom, I agree with you.
I agree with all of you. It's just when Megan said that she might not have a mom and dad, I respectfully disagree with that, because it said, and I threw the envelope into the garbage can beside the TV in Dad's office. So she does have a dad, but maybe her mom left the family.
And maybe every time she sees the word